Hi guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading chapter 5 of Blood Flow. Before we get started, hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel in case I want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. Jeff's point of view. I walked back to my house instead of straight to Slendy's room. Hey Jeff. Ben came up to me. Not now, Ben. I have stuff to do. I growled. Ben rolled his eyes and walked up to Jack. He said something and Jack just shrugged and looked at me. Is Slendy home? I asked Jack. Yeah, he's in his room. Do you know where Sally is? I haven't seen her all day. She's probably just out killing. I laughed. I knocked on the door. Open the damn door. What do you want, Jeff? Slenderman said as he opened the door. I need to see the files. Jeff, those are private. I cannot let you see unless it's life or death. I looked up at him. He saw the urgency in my eyes. Fine. Get in here. He didn't have eyes, but he would been rolling them. Pulling the lever and opening the secret cabinet. Your files in here. Third drawer. I grabbed them. Thanks, Lindy. I ran to my room and laid the files all over the floor. I searched through the pictures of all my victims. There it was. My heart sank into my chest. I killed Hope's father. I said out loud of guilt. Hope's point of view. I looked at the innocent girl. Her eyes were hypnotic. How can I resist such a sweet little girl? Okay, I would love to play with you, Sally. I said as I grabbed her hand. Great, follow me. She led me outside, and honestly, I didn't feel comfortable going far away from my home. But I couldn't say stop. In fact, I couldn't say anything. Ready? We're going to go play hide and seek. I'm going to count to 10, and you don't want me to find you, she said, laughing. I noticed the blood stream down her face again. Her eyes were filled with tears. She stared at me, quickly beginning to count. I ran, fearing that this was not a little girl. But this time, when she hit 10, something grabbed my face. I found you, she whispered behind my ear. Jeff's point of view. I got home to Hope's home. She wasn't there. I did see Sarah outside. I knocked on the window and she saw me and waved. I walked to the front door and she let me in. Where's Hope? I asked, a little panic. She didn't seem to notice. Well, she went to go outside and play with this adorable little girl. I think her name was Sally. Oh no. Which way did they go? She pointed towards the forest. Shit! I ran full speed to the forest and I heard counting. I followed Sally's voice. 9, 10, here I come. Oh no. I'm going to be late. I hope. And then I heard Hope scream. Saw Sally with her hands around her neck. Sally, leave, I yelled at her. She sticks out her tongue and walks away. No fun, Jeff, she yells, but I did not care. I ran over to Hope, and her face was in her lap crying. I picked her up and set her down on my lap. Shh, it's okay. I'm here. I stroked her beautiful short hair, trying my best to soothe her. She looked at me and wrapped her arms around my neck. I put my hand under her chin and kissed her. She kissed back, her fingers dancing through my long black hair. Neither of us wanted to pull away until she needed breath. We just sat there cuddling. It felt like an eternity. Do you know that girl? She asked, breaking the silence. I chuckled. This would be interesting. It would be easier if I showed you. She looked up at me and nodded in approval. I'll take you tomorrow night, so that you have time to cool down. I gave her a warm smile. She blushed. Jeff, I don't know my way out of the forest. Could you walk me back home? She asked, a bit embarrassed. Of course. I helped her up and held her hand all the way back to her house. She goes through the front door and lets me go through the window. Thanks for walking me home. It was really sweet. Anytime. I turned to go out the window when I looked at her. Hope, I love you. She stayed still for a couple of seconds, but I could tell she didn't feel the same way. I turned to jump out the window, and then she grabbed my hand. I love you too, Jeff. I smiled and kissed her. I'll see you tomorrow night, I said as we pulled away. She bit back her lip and smiled. I had to go warn my family.